Hey everyone, it's Monday the 3rd of January 2022 and the time is 11:10 a.m. and the temperature is -2 degrees here in Hietalahden kauppahalli. Just quickly going to take a look. It's mostly restaurants, but it's really lovely feel here. We'll walk through and go to Bulevardi and see where we end up once we get to the city center. There's a lovely smell here with the sort of lunch hour treats being served. I was in charge it would be open, but it is. This is the mostly little restaurants with kind of Asian style dishes as well. So the smell here is like a lemongrass, that sort of thing. It's a really lovely little place, which would be really cool for lunch. And just has a nice history attached to it as well. So it used to be a market hall. It's been kind of changing purpose around here a little bit. So it's winter outside. So we emerged from the Hietalahden halli into the winter scene. Oh, there's an ice cream truck. That looks like a US school bus, doesn't it? I think it is. Just in the very wrong place in the middle of Helsinki. The sea is right there, so by the seaside waterfront we have some lovely older buildings surrounding this area. This is the market hall, and it is snowing. Like it was going to snow today. I was walking along the seaside there and saw that it's getting really grey, dark grey, and I thought it might snow, and now it is snowing. So it's kind of this tiny snowflakes, but we'll see what it turns into. It's definitely snowing. I'm going to turn in a moment and show you the market hall, and then we'll make our way along Bulevardi towards the city center. There's the ice cream truck. Don't think it's open. Got coffee, drinks, frozen yogurt. Would be very cold in this weather. Although it's not so terribly cold today. The kauppahalli market hall here, Hietalahti. It's very beautiful. And as we saw the inside as well. So let's keep going. Let's not get stuck here. There's a lot of snow around. It's the first day that I've seen real snow in Helsinki this visit. And I think snowstorms are kind of forecast for the week, but you never know when they're going to arrive. So yesterday it looked perfectly clear that today it was going to be snowing a lot, and just a perfect kind of a little bit on the freezing side, -2, -3. So I thought we'd get a really lovely snow weather. Instead it's kind of a small rain type of snow. It is snow, but not the really beautiful kind. You can see it's snowing also because when you look that way it's kind of like mist over the sea there. A lot of people are out with their families and dogs by the seaside. If you want to see that, by the way, hopefully it will be on the channel. It's the walk through Korkeavuorenkatu, which is not far from here. I was around here before the snow views, of course, and that's when my camera decided to kind of just not record for a bit. So I think we missed this part with the art museum on the other side, in Ekberg Cafe. There's a park behind there. That's a very popular park with students especially. Well, I remember being there as a student. It's a popular park anyway. It's middle of town. There, of course, is a green Helsinki tram, green and yellow. Very come and look around here because that's how you move around central Helsinki. It's the easiest way if you're not walking. Not a lot of buses or anything like that goes through these very central areas. And the streets are very narrow as well, with people parking sort of on the street side. As you can see, it's been snowing overnight. Cars are still, if they haven't moved, kind of nicely covered with snow. Bulevardi is one of my favorite streets. You can have a glimpse of the park. So we used to go there, students, to because there's a hill, and on a snowy day you can really have quite a lot of fun going down those hillsides, like they are at the moment as well. Let's look back. It's really, I think, for me, one of the main streets that I really love in the city, because I used to come here when my mother was working around this area as a child, and I kind of always associated these houses and these views of the trams and everything around here with Helsinki. It's one of the kind of views I'll remember when I think about Helsinki. Here's a theater. It's beautiful. Beautiful structure. I wonder if we can go by the door and see what they say about the history of the building. Just a quick detour. It's the Aleksanterin teatteri, Alexander's theater from 1879. So built for the Russian theater in Helsinki. It's a really beautiful building. I'll give you another look at it, or a view back as we make our way a bit further. I also always love these buildings that look like castles. Must be amazing to have that top floor access, and just this must look really weird inside as well. I always wondered, you have a round room like that, how you can, basically, I guess, a round table or some kind of sofa you could put there. What are you going to do with it though? If you have a round room, you know. And then there are these lovely designs. I don't know if that makes these beautiful, all the buildings stand out really in this area. And here's the theater. You see the main doors there. No events are taking place at the moment, unfortunately. There are quite a few restrictions in place for the next couple of weeks, for the beginning of January, because of COVID and the pandemic. So unfortunately, all events are off. And I think this will probably be published sort of within that time frame when that is still going on. So I think a Vietnamese restaurant. Let me just walk a little bit further. Take a look back. They have those lovely lanterns over there. It's very colorful. This weather really stands out. So restaurants can be open until, I think, they can serve alcohol until 5 p.m. I think. And from then on, they can stay open until 6 p.m. But then they have to close. So, well, one of those things. It's tough. Look at this beautiful entrance into this building. Just love these buildings around here. They're so sort of familiar feel for me. I have a feeling this might be a cycle lane. Let's go to the pedestrian side. Oh, there's a print store that looks really lovely as well. It's just all of these colorful windows. Be walking around this morning, just watching all the windows of all the little shops around here. really pretty. Of course, it's still early days in January, so not everyone is back to work. A lot of these smaller places are still on holiday. And of course, I think the recommendation right now is to work from home in any case. So. You want to work if you own a little shop here, of course. I think there's a nice little trend optic store. Elias Lönnroth, whose old house I visited in Rautatientori, lived here, 1854. And here's a little Middle Eastern restaurant as well with all the lovely pillows. Looks like it would be really lovely to just go and spend your lunch there. Quite a few people are out and about. I think it's really nice. People are going out for walks and making their children play in the snow. It's quite fun. That kitchen store on the other side has been there forever, I feel. I remember it from many years ago. We can cross Rautatientori street right here. This store as well always has something fun. It's called Day. Let's have a look at the window on the other side. I think I've owned a few things that they sold over the years. They're kind of more like decorations and pillows and fabrics and that sort of thing. I think I've got some things I got from there. Still with me today. That would have been quite a few years ago. There's a lovely flower shop behind the can now. I don't know if we can even see it really well from here, but on the other side, I think a place that sells sort of US and UK products. It's just a really lovely area to kind of stroll around slowly. Oh wow. An art show from 1954. You can see Casa Italia is closed. It also doesn't kind of make sense for a lot of them to stay open just for lunch because no one's coming to the city for lunch, sort of for work and lunchtime. But this very traditional Helsinki cafe is open. Ekberg. Wow, I think I said that really strange again. I have a tendency to do that. There's music, let's move on. Oh, I think we have to cross. Don't think there is a pedestrian way this way. I wonder if we can cross over here once the tram has gone. Oh, well, let's go and look at Ekberg's window, have a look at the cakes. Awesome cakes. And some Runeberg cakes as well. Actually, wonder if I can get a look of them here. So the ones with the sort of white and red jam topping are traditional for a specific day when we celebrate. Runeberg's Day is a boy, and it's tradition to eat these cakes. This is a school here, European school in Helsinki. It's a lovely building as well. So I'm kind of going back and forth here. I think I'll make my way to the park as well. So I'm kind of jumping back and forth, but there was no pedestrian way through the construction there. So we'll cross again to have a look at the park and the buildings surrounding it. It's also really, really nice old doors. If you follow me for a bit and you watch these videos for a bit, you'll notice I keep mentioning doors a lot. I don't know what it is. Old buildings with old doors just look really, really beautiful a lot of the time. This is on the street here. I'll get a view while we wait. There's a bit of construction going on there as well, but another quite pretty street. And I'll cross over to the park and the church there. This park, like I mentioned in a previous video, a lot of people know as the play park, because the victims of the plague in Finland were buried here in the history, so it has that additional name. So a lot of people just know it as kirkkopuisto, which means plague park. Yeah, that's a little bit, I guess, sad, but it is the history. And I guess that's how I've always known it. Here's the fairly old church here. The last time I walked by, I think it was covered almost all the way. They must have wanted to finish the works for Christmas so people could come on Christmas and visit. So now we get a nice view at least of the top of the church and kind of get an idea of how it looks. The park is also really nice in the snow. There's a nice gate on that side. I'll get a view of the church. And they're still renovating it. Maybe it hasn't been open because the windows are still largely covered in plastic on the inside. But maybe they just wanted the view for sort of Christmas and New Year, so it's a really nice building. Once they finish the work, I think that will be really lovely. It's nice that they're making sure everything looks nice. Try not to spin too much. Here are some of the sort of memorials, monuments here. And the lovely, lovely view of Bulevardi through the park, trees, snow. Last time I think I made my way to Aleksanterinkatu on the left. This time, let's go to Mannerheimintie. Just following Bulevardi, which of course is the Finnish word for boulevard. So, no surprises there. It is exactly as it sounds. I think we could walk a little bit on Mannerheimintie, which is the main street going through sort of central city area. Or maybe we could go and have a look how the shopping center looks like. One of them. Maybe Forum. Just have a quick look with the restrictions in place and everything. Though a lot of people are out, so might even be fairly busy. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a look. But let's take a different route from the earlier video once it started working on Bulevardi. We also had some issues with the audio on that one, so I think it will be quite nice to go through this area again. Plus it is winter, although when you get to the, if you can see this now, when you get to the city center and people and trams and cars go through the snow a lot, it doesn't look so pretty anymore. It's much prettier in that direction, so those might be the kind of lovely winter views of Helsinki. I think the snowing is really sort of more slightly annoying little rain type of snow. So we're not going to see any big snowflakes, I'd imagine. I can be wrong. I've been wrong before, especially when it comes to rain. I've been following the forecasts and I try to pick the best way to catch the snowfall, but no, oh well. I think someone was commenting on this being quite fun, what I'm doing. Then being finished, I wonder if they were being sarcastic. It is quite fun though. If you do see this video, it is quite fun for those walking by. A lot of the time, though, people say something, and if I hear what they say next, it has nothing to do with me at all. People here are quite okay with it, and even wave a lot of the time, which is fun. This is Erottaja, which is basically means separator. So it means these main streets are separating here into different streets, I guess. And we're now on Mannerheimintie. Mannerheim being a statesman. There's the Swedish theater on the other side, the white building. And they also have, I think, a cafe or restaurant on the lower floor there. Theater is, of course, being, like I said, one of the places that really suffers from the situation right now. The city center still has the Christmas lights, of course. I'm not exactly sure when they take them out, but with the dark days and the grey skies, it's really nice to have these lights still. That would be Keskuskatu there with the lovely Christmas trees. If you haven't seen those videos, I think they're really, really pretty. You can even see them on the thumbnail, so you should be able to pick the videos that have those from my channel if you want to see them. They're really lovely. I think around here it generally tends to be really nice with the lights and trees and things, because it can be quite dark and gray. The snow helps as well. So like you can see, we had a lot nicer snow views, winter views, when we walked around the park where there are not so many cars. There's parks and things. Here's Rautatientori Cafe. We saw where the said Lönnroth used to live earlier. Have to wait for the traffic to pass and the light to change. There's a Hietalahden restaurant with good word game. Because there are so many things that Hietalahden can mean in Finnish. It can mean a tree that is turning, it can mean 6 species. It can mean 6 are returning, or the tree is returning. So that's one of the sort of wordplays you see a lot in Finland. I guess they've done that for the tourists tour. However, probably will not be here in big crowds before things get a bit better. We have some music outside. Keep speaking on the music as we get past Marski Hotel. And there's Stockman. They always have nice Christmas decorations and the Christmas display, which I walked by before. If we turn right here, that would take us to Aleksanterinkatu. It also has nice traditional lights at this time of the year. I'll keep walking through I'm following Mannerheimintie, so I'll just turn here. That's Bulevardi there. And on the other side, Aleksanterinkatu continues. And you can see a little bit of the lights there with the A in the middle. There's also a huge pile of snow there. So you have to go somewhere. Of course, a lot of the time they just crowded out of the city. So Aleksanterinkatu doesn't look particularly snowy at the moment. There are the trams going through all the time. So I guess that would have affected as well. Maybe they even put salt on it, so the trams can definitely go through. I don't know. We're coming close to Forum. I think let's go in and have a look at the shopping center Forum here. Just walk through it. Unless there's some reason why that would be tricky. This is the Apollo Light Club. We won't go through there, but we'll go from these doors on the left here. Have a look around before we go inside. I think we'll end the video inside. I think we can go through there anyway. Covered outdoor space here. So this would be comedy club offers right now. Not thoroughly able to open. And we're in the shopping center here. It looks really quiet. I'll walk through it anyway. There are some people shopping. This looks nice and cozy. This is sort of walking into the main part. And of course it's on many floors as well, so you wouldn't see everything. Just walking through here. So let's see. These I think there's an Apple store. Some kind of, it's not the official one. I think it will be some kind of partner. Quite a few people have quite nice decorations still. But it's not so busy. Although I don't know how busy it would be on a sort of normal Monday this time. I'm not too surprised that it's not crowded. Which is good though. No. That's what we want. Not too crowded. But people can still go about their business. Oh, should we have taken a look up as well? Maybe we can have a look up. Or on the other side. Oh, that looks like a candy store. But maybe it's not. It's just generally all kinds of like a pawn shop. Okay. That looks like what I would imagine a Monday might be like here. Here's one of the well-known Finnish names, Marimekko. Let's see if this is push or push. And it's open so automatically. So here we are. That's on Mannerheimintie. There's the National Museum at the back there. And to our right would be the railway station. Ahead is the Parliament House. So this is kind of the, well, this is one of the sort of main areas of town. There's Glass Palace, Lasipalatsi, where there behind the Kamppi Center, which I also visited not too long ago, but before the snow. I think that's it for our little Helsinki walk. Let's just have a let's pause here once the light changes and maybe I can get to the tram stop and just jump on the tram from here. There's one area that I haven't really recorded in, and I was hoping I could make my way over there today. Wow, it's turned into really wet snow here, puddles. It's a cute puddle here. It would not be nice to step in. Will do. Change my mind. Let me go on the camera to the underground. Sorry about that, that's just escalated. So thanks for joining me today for the walk from the market from Hietalahti to Bulevardi and Mannerheimintie, the city area, and all the way to Rautatientori, so the railway station and the metro station. I hope you enjoyed it. Like you could join me on the walk, and if you'd like to see more walks like this from either Finland or Singapore, where I usually record, then you can subscribe to the channel and be notified when there are new videos. So, thank you so much for today, and I hope I'll see you again soon.